with respect to interest rates, it's hard to predict. I could say that from a underwriting standpoint, when we are evaluating the exits on our loan, we're typically looking at between 6 to 7% rates. But there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. So it's, at this point, we're sort of have a knee-jerk reaction to where we think rates are going to be. Certainly, I think the sentiment is that we're going to see rates climb, and then at some point we're going to see the rates come back down. Depending on how that's going to impact the economy, and whether, if we fall into a recession, typically, you see quantitative easing and you see rates being pulled back.
That's a great question. I think there's going to be an increase of probably 50 to 75 basis points in the next Fed meeting. I think everybody's kind of taken that in consideration. It's baked into where we are today. Do I think there's going to be additional rate increases in the future? I do. I think the Fed is very focused on kind of quash inflation as quickly as they can. So I think, yes, I think we're going to continue to see probably over the next year, unfortunately, some continuation in rate increases. Maybe not at the rate that we're doing them today, or they're being done at today, but I think there's more pain to come. How about that? Are they going to decline? I don't know. I think until the inflation has gotten down to the Fed's targeted level of 2 to 3%, they'll probably stay relatively high. So this may be with us for a couple of years.
I don't think they're going down real soon. I think they're actually going to continue to increase. We're expecting the Fed to go up again here at the end of September. That could be anywhere from 50 to 75 basis points, and that'll continue to push upward pressure on really interest rates across the U.S. So I think that's going to continue. I honestly believe there is a chance they could continue to increase it beyond that, maybe on towards the end of the year. Hopefully by the end of the first quarter, things will start to settle down and we won't see any more increases. But I don't think they'll rush to lower the rates quickly. I think that could be mid to late next year.
Dense downtown metro office. Office has become a really difficult asset class because of really the changes, not so much that people fear COVID, but it's because people have realized that time away from the office means more productivity, it means more time with the family, it means less time in traffic, it means better quality of life. And I think, no one really anticipated it. I was always of the mindset that COVID is going to be over and everyone's back to the office. But I have not seen that trend play out. So I'd say office is challenged, and similar to what we did in the industry with retail, how we sort of repurposed or really thought about. I always make the analogy of the big box, the retail big box, and they've turned into trampoline parks, and I've seen them turn into self-storage, and depending if they were built right, they got converted into industrial. But I think we really need to think about, as a real estate community, and think about how we can creatively repurpose office.
Look, multifamily and industrial are still the darlings of the industry. You have to live someplace, as they say. Industrial has performed very well, both in the smaller industrial and the big box and the distribution. Hospitality, I'm surprised how quickly some of the hospitality properties came back. I really thought that was going to be a couple-year bloodbath. But generally speaking, hospitality has rebounded pretty quickly. You're still seeing some fair bit of softness in office, especially urban office, downtown office, for example, New York, LA, San Francisco, Seattle, take your pick. They're still experiencing a decline in true rental rates and either an increase in vacancy or a stabilization of vacancy. But I think it's going to be a long road. I think that I read a number the other day that the office buildings in New York are operating at 50% occupancy, not 50% leased, right? 50% of the people are coming back to those buildings now, and until that trend reverses itself, I don't see the trend of office in urban improving anytime soon.